Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. And contrary to a popular belief, yes, I do have some designers in my collection that are newer than 20 years old. In this case, I have this Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. It was released in 2014, so officially 11 years old. Why did I pick this fragrance for review today? I have an additional reason for that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about modern designers and trends that are going on in modern designer realm. As you can probably now tell, most designer houses, most popular designer houses in today's world are very busy creating these elixir type fragrances that, to sum up briefly, is basically just adding a bunch of disgusting amberwoods and other synthetic musks to make them beast mode and unbearable to me personally. They all tend to dry down quite similarly. Very good performers, good projection, ciliage of synthetic blob that messes with your brain, and honestly, my full head theory is that it's not good for your health at all to inhale these synthetic fumes. But yeah, that's the trend of today, the craze of making perfumes more mass appealing, more wearable, to sell more bottles. It's obviously a business, and that's what they're trying to do. My main point here, why I'm talking about this making fragrances old established DNAs more mass appealing or modernized is nothing new. It's been going on for decades, and one of the examples of modernizing a vintage DNA to a modern man of 2014 was Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. As we have this amberwoods craze today, and by the way, you can play a drinking game in this video, I guess. Every time I say words amberwoods, just take a shot. By the end of the video, I will be very happy, man or woman. Anyways, yeah, so by having the amberwoods now, back in 2014, we had a craze of bourbon vanilla in the base. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of vanilla. And this fragrance has plenty of bourbon vanilla in it. But if you want me to pick, what do I like more in my base? Good quality bourbon vanilla or those atrocious amberwoods? I would pick vanilla every time. So yeah, what is this fragrance? It's Fahrenheit DNA. Damashi is the perfumer of this reformulation. I can do a spray. Pretty good sprayer for a designer. Dior is always pretty known for good sprayers. In the opening we have our very familiar Fahrenheit DNA, violet leaf, benzoin, some gasoline type vibe, but it's obviously not as sharp as original. The suede note is a lot more smoother. All the composition is made more soft, more well-rounded, more full. It's what parfum iteration of EDT fragrance basically should be. More luxurious, well-rounded and posh version of the original, pretty harsh and provoking DNA. It's a good fragrance, and I picked this one because I just wanted to have an excellent example of reimagination of original DNA to make it more mass appealing and more modern successfully, without messing with the core idea of the scent, without adding cheap amberwoods, without basically destroying the initial idea of the original. And to show that modernizing a scent, it is possible. And we have an example here. Do people back in the 2014 who enjoyed original Fahrenheit, did they love this release back then? Yes and no. Main reason because in 2000, I think 12, and please don't quote me on that, I'm going from the top of my head, but I think in 2012 the original Dior Fahrenheit was reformulated, and it was reformulated poorly. People absolutely hated it. And what the machine did here in 2014, he reformulated the Reformulation, no matter how strange that sounds, and he then tinkered with it to create a flanker. So I don't know if the original 80s, 90s bottle owners jumped to grab this one, but I'm pretty sure that people who got into Dior, into Fahrenheit in 2012, they were happy to get this iteration because it was not only more, let's say, mass appealing, but it was also fixing some mistakes that were made in reformulation of 2012. So yeah, you can still get this fragrance till this day. In Europe it costs 130 euros for 75 ml, and well, given today's elixir type flanker prices, I think that's a fair price because we have good materials here. I don't smell too much synthetics. For a designer, I mean, it's of course nowhere near level of Ansarud or something like that, but as far as designers go, and especially modern designers, this is leaps and bounds above anything offered today. In my opinion, the machine did an excellent job, and I understand the need for companies to reformulate stuff, to make them modern, to sell stuff, to make things as mass appealing as it can get, and all the business. That's their business model, selling some smelly water in the bottle. But it still makes me sad, the trend that we have now of the bottoms up amberwoods. I wish we could go back to bourbon vanilla. And of course, when bourbon vanilla was the trend, I wished we could come back to moss, oak moss, I mean, trend in fragrances to make them perform. But in general, ISO super that is in here, and it was always in Dior Fahrenheit, is more than enough of fixative to make this a good performer. It lasts long, it projects. Overall, what I'm trying to say, first of all, this is an excellent designer. So if you stumbled onto my channel and you see all these $500 or euros priced bottles you will never ever buy, and you just want to know what I think what is the good fragrance for everyday wear, for office wear, and to not be boring, not be blue, not be amber woody, and by now probably stand out from the crowd because everybody is smelling like bottoms up amberwoods. I would recommend Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. It can be done, guys. Modernizing and making things mass appealing by making them sweeter is possible. All you need is an all-star perfumer in the machine and probably very good director to direct this scent to a good side of the fragrance community and not to the bottoms up amberwoods. So yeah, that's been my review. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe. and have a good evening and goodbye.